What's going on, everyone? This is Miguel of Retro Basement, and I want to talk a little bit about Sega and their little Mega Drive. The reason I say little Mega Drive, guess who's putting it out? ATGames. Man, I was excited, and now I'm just like, ugh. Sega, what are you doing? You used to be a hardware manufacturer for years. Yes, I know you're a shell of your old former self, but you can at least put together a console that is 30 years old in a miniature form using a retro Pi with on-point emulation, sell it for close to what Nintendo did with the NES, and make a shit ton of money. Instead, let me get this straight. My head is about to explode. It's not complex, but I'm just like disgusted. You want to license it to a third-party company that will want their fair share for manufacturing your product. I mean, come on, Sega. SNK saw the light in regards to the Neo Geo X and wanted to pull the license away from their original manufacturer because they were sullying their name in regards to the Neo Geo. And what do you do, Sega? Your chance to sell as much as Nintendo or close to it with the Mega Drive or the Genesis Mini or Sega Genesis Mini once it comes to the States, what it's probably going to be called. You're missing your opportunity here. Sega's clearly going to have to do some damage control. SNK saw the light and wanted to pull the plug on the Neo Geo X. They couldn't because they were on a contract, but they eventually did, and now the Neo Geo X is a bigger collector's item than what the SNES Mini or NES could ever be. That console is expensive to get if you want one now. The Neo Geo X is a neat little console. It reminds me a little bit of the Switch, but people just passed it up, and now it's expensive to get. It's a collector's item, just like the NES Mini until that comes back during the summer. Sega had a good show. I won't keep trashing them because I like Sega as a company, but to continue to have ATGames create inferior products and not put their heart into it and just do things to get the most money they can and cheap out on the hardware and the software emulation, it's inexcusable, and you're destroying your name, Sega, if you continue to let this happen. Sega needs a stamp of approval. Nintendo would never approve what Sega's approving with these companies licensing out the Genesis. Man, Sega, come on, get your shit together. I was hoping for a Sega Master System Mini, but I know they have to start out with what's popular and what was their best-selling system, the Sega Genesis on the Mega Drive. But I hope if this sells, I hope they backtrack and do the Master System, then move on maybe to the Sega CD or maybe even the 32X, then the Sega Saturn and the Dreamcast or something around there. But right now Sega is screwing up, and I don't know if any of this will come to fruition because they're making dumb decisions that landed them where they are today, not manufacturing hardware anymore and barely pumping out good games. Sega, man, Sega, you're still my favorite company in regards to video games. But it's hard to say that in 2018 anymore. You're really letting me down. I mean, you have a staple of IPs. At this rate, even Atari is doing better than what you're doing. And they definitely have nothing of the old company within them. Everything was dismantled, sold, and reallocated. The same thing with you, but I know it's Yuki Nakai, one of the co-founders of Sonic and all of that, but you still have a staple IPs what Atari doesn't. But right now, Atari's looking a bit better than what you are. And that's hard to say. But it's not all bad news. Shenmue 2, I always pronounce that wrong. 1 and 2 is coming to the States. We're getting Sega Ages, which came out on the Saturn way back in the day. I'm happy about that. So yeah, it's not all bad news in regards to Sega. I just hope they get this right with ATGames and take the reign on this and take their hardware back because they can make the most money by taking their hardware back. Sega, don't be scared to manufacture hardware again. Especially not simplistic hardware like this that requires emulation. It's not like you're doing R&D for a new console. Get your shit together, Sega. This is Miguel at Retro Basement. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button to let you know when I come up with new videos. Check out my contest for Nintendo Switch physical copy of This Is the Police. Let me know what you think in the comments below, everyone. Adios. Peace.
What?